Welcome back to my 6th edition blog. In this video, we're going to continue on with going over the new psychic disciplines and the new 6th edition rulebook. So the past two videos we did Biomancy and Deviation. This time it's Pyromancy. So Pyromancy gives out a hint it's about fire and using fire. So I think this is a branch from the Systems of Battles book because they are pretty flaming, like purged evil with fire and whatnot. Anyways, let's get into it. So the signature spell is called Flame Breath. Flame Breath uses 1 warp charge, and it's a Witchfire with a profile of template, Strength 5, AP 4, Assault 1, Soul Blaze. So a lot of these spells actually give the Soul Blaze special rules. So let's go see what that actually does. This may take a while. So, Soul Blaze. Soul Blaze. It's a special rule that if a unit suffers 1 or more unsaved wounds from an attack with this special rule, it is set ablaze and continues to burn. Mark it with a coin or counter as a reminder. At the end of each turn, roll a d6 for each unit with a Soul Blade counter on it. On a 3 or less, the flame dies out. And the unit is no longer set ablaze. Remove your reminder counter. On a 4+, the unit takes D3 Strength 4 AP 5 hits. These wounds are allocated by the unit controlling player and cover saves cannot be taken. The unit cannot have more than 1 counter set ablaze counter on it at a time. So that's pretty good. So it sets the unit on fire. And because it's a template, you can hit more than 1 unit per turn. So that's pretty good. Not that bad. Moving on to, if you get a 1, it's called Fiery Form. Fiery Form uses 1 warp charge, and it's a blessing that targets the Psyker. So, while this power in effect, the Psyker gains +4 invul save, +2 strength, and his close combat attacks have Soul Blade special rule. It's pretty good. That's not that bad. Makes him a beast really, and Soul Blade special rule. That's actually pretty good. Second 2 is called Fire Shield. Uses 1 warp charge. And Fire Shield is also a blessing that targets 1 single friendly unit within 24 inches. The target unit has a +4 cover save against shooting attacks that do not have at least 1 of the following special rules: Soul Blaze or Melter. In addition, with the power is in effect, any unit that makes a successful charge against the unit suffers 2d6 Strength 4 AP- hits, resolved at the same time as Hammer of Wrath hits. That's pretty good. So it's a buff for your units to actually have a flaming shield around them. It's pretty good at narrative standpoints, when you think about it. But, compared to Deviation or Biomancy, it's not that really not getting me excited. Number 3 is called Inferno, 1 warp charge. Inferno is a Witchfire power with falling profile. Inferno, range 24, strength 4, AP 5, assault 1, Soul Blade, blast, no covers. Moving on. Number 4 is Spontaneous Combustion. Pretty awesome name for power. 1 warp charge. Spontaneous Combustion is a focused Witchfire power with a range of 18 inches. The target model, so you can actually single out models, suffers a wound with no armor save or cover save allowed. If the model is slain by this wound, send a small blast marker over the target before removing him. All other models under the marker suffer Strength 4 AP 5 hits with an Ignore Cover special rule. It's actually pretty good. You can order someone to explode instantly. But with no save, except invuls. That's pretty good. Getting better. Number 5 is called Sunburst. The candy. 1 warp charge. Sunburst is a Nova power, so it's a psychic power that uses a blast marker. With the following profile: Sunburst range 6, AP strength 4, AP 5, assault 2d6, blind ignore covers. And the last one is called Molten Beam, and this is the first spell that we see that uses 2 warp charges. That means a Psyker has to be mastery level 2 to use. So it's pretty limited on how many models can actually use this spell. Anyways, Molten Beam is a beam type of power with the following profile. Molten Beam strength range 12, strength 8, AP1, assault 1 mortar. So it basically gives you another Murder shot. So that's the end of Pyromancy. Even though with its cool names and its cool powers, these powers are not cutting me. They're decent, but if you compare it again to deviations to forewarning, misfortune, or even the biomancy of Iron Arms, Pyromancy is not that good. It doesn't cut the cake for me. But I don't know. What are your opinions? Post a comment down below of which power that you want to use and start a debate. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. The next video I'm gonna be covering telekinesis. So subscribe to stay tuned for that video. Thank you very much.